Welcome back to Nightcast. The battle against childhood cancer is arduous and heartbreaking, but courage is also part of that fight. A Minnesota sports clothing company and a 5-year-old cancer warrior are joining forces to help the Pinky Swear Foundation. It is an Edina-based organization that provides financial and emotional support for families coping with childhood cancer. And as Richard Reeve reports tonight, the little girl is the inspiration behind it all.
This is a story from the heart.
We felt we'd like to help bless some kids.
We love you, is what it says.
That are suffering with cancer.
About a fanciful illustration and the little girl who designed it.
Do you remember what it is?
A rainbow.
Meet 5-year-old Amelia Kutikuman and her mom, Michelle.
What does the rainbow have on top of its head?
A horn.
A horn. Making it what kind of rainbow?
A unicorn rainbow.
A unicorn rainbow.
That rainbow.
So it's not screen printed, it's not iron-on, it's ink dyed into the fabric.
Now on hundreds of t-shirts being made at WSI Sports in Eagan.
It's really fun. It's brightly colored. It's nice that's going to go to helping some families and getting awareness out there.
When we first saw this design, it's like, wow. That's great. Good job.
WSI founder and owner Joe Weems says this unlikely partnership began with a Thanksgiving Day email to the Pinky Swear Foundation.
We contacted Pinky Swears and mentioned to them that we'd love to come up with a collection for them, and would be like a shirt and a mask that we could donate to them. And if they had one of the children that are involved with the cancer program that could help out designing the shirt, we'll bring that graphic to life.
Edina-based Pinky Swear is a nonprofit that helps provide financial and emotional support for families coping with childhood cancer.
Where we've got Amelia, a very young child who has gone through something horrendous that many adults can't even imagine going through, and that's a cancer diagnosis.
Amelia, diagnosed with a stage 4 germ cell tumor, a rare form of childhood cancer. Just a week after Pinky Swear contacted her family, she came up with this.
It just caught me completely off guard how beautiful this picture was and how happy and just she's amazing.
Ween says WSI has donated about $6,000 worth of shirts and face masks with Amelia's design on them to Pinky Swear. They'll be sent out to foundation donors as a kind of thank you. Weens adds all profits from online sales of the shirts will also go to Pinky Swear.
We're just excited. If we can give that little inspiration, smile, and hope to these kids, that's what it's all about.
Mother and daughter say they're happy to help.
What do you think about all these people that love your shirt and love your design?
Good.
Good. Does that make you happy? Are we happy that we're helping other kids? Yeah.
And Amelia, she's still creating.
Do you want to show them what you're working on now?
I'm working on a card.
And something even more important. Michelle says during Amelia's 2-year cancer fight, she's endured CT scans, chest x-rays, and blood work. But after 4 rounds of intense chemotherapy, this girl, artistic and brave, is on the mend.
We are almost 2 years out and 2 years in remission. And so she's doing great. She's in gymnastics. She's a typical kindergartner. She's amazing.
Well, it looks like Amelia has a lot of projects ahead of her. Ween says he's extending the donation project through mid-February. That's in honor of International Children's Cancer Day on February 15th. Ween says so far, online sales of the shirts and masks have raised thousands of dollars. Those profits all going to Pinky Swear. For Nightcast, I'm Richard Reeve reporting.
After decades making cold weather and performance gear for college and pro teams, WSI Sports in Eagan shifted focus in March to teams in other fields.
Hospitals, healthcare workers, law enforcement, tactical, feeling a little bit like you're in wartime.
And the front lines are expanding. As demand for masks and gowns for essential workers began to plateau, states began to open, and WSI's traditional clients began calling in untraditional orders.
Our largest order right now is from the University of Miami for 30,000 masks for all their students.
For students presumably going back to school?
Yes.
The Air Force Academy just placed a similar order with similar requests coming in daily.
We've tripled in our size.
Tripled in size?
We've tripled, quadrupled in size over the past month.
Just from PPE demand.
PPE demand. What we're really seeing too is a lot of the ma and pa, the small stores, things like that, that they cannot find masks.
And this second wave of PPE demand doesn't stop there.
I hope that it goes down. That means people are able to find it.
Stuart Lee started making face shields for healthcare workers when he was forced to stop making his Lightning kayaks and Accent Cannon paddles. And just as he began to reopen, he got an urgent call for face shields from a local dental office.
It just opened the floodgates. I had no idea how many dental offices there were in Minnesota.
And word has now spread beyond the border.
Wisconsin, Iowa, New York, they're going all over the place.
This team is now producing up to 2,500 custom shields a day, and then shifting to the kayaks and paddles profits depend on.
So you're prioritizing the PPE first?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because it's helping someone. It could save someone's life. I can't turn my back on that.
Kent Erdahl, KARE 11 News.
Both WSI and Accent Cannon Paddles have programs to help provide masks or shields to help local businesses that might struggle to pay for the PPE they need. We have more information on how to sign up or help donate to those programs at KARE11.com.
It's a big weekend for football fans waiting to see who's going to the Super Bowl.
The 4 NFL teams in the playoffs this Sunday will be staying warm thanks to a Minnesota company. WSI Sportswear in Eagan specializes in cold weather clothing for players and staff. They're making gloves, hats, socks, and undergarments for the Packers, Buccaneers, Bills, and Chiefs. It's been a busy week.
Got the call Monday to outfit the NFL teams for this weekend's games. It should be a pretty cold weekend, so they got the right stuff.
And WSI also took on COVID-19 when it hit. At the beginning of the pandemic, the company retooled to make surgical gowns and PPE for first responders and healthcare workers. And they're also making masks for the NFL team.
Minnesota Wild set to take on the St. Louis Blues in the NHL Winter Classic at Target Field Saturday night.
The ice is ready, but it's the Arctic temperatures that are expected during the game that now has the teams getting ready. Our Alex Jokic looked into the precautions for players, coaches, and the fans.
It is a bone-chilling forecast for Saturday's game with wind chills dipping well below zero. The players are taking extra steps to stay safe, including changing up what they wear. It is a cold sport, but not usually this cold. 5 Eyewitness News meteorologists are forecasting an air temperature of -4 when the game starts, with wind chills dipping to 25 below. So both teams will be layering up with new gear specially designed for freezing temps, a technology called Heater, made right here in Minnesota.
It basically gives you twice the amount of warmth and cuts down your layering in half.
Joel Weens, owner of Eagan-based WSI Sports, got a call from the Wild a few days ago, wanting to outfit both their players and the St. Louis Blues with extra thermal gear.
The shirt has both a thermal body and a thermal neck to it.
So they've been busy churning everything out to ship off to the teams in time for puck drop.
There is some concern about frostbite.
Team doctor Brad Nelson says the players will have heated benches during the game, and they will have all sorts of medical teams there too, from emergency doctors to first responders. He says most of the players grew up skating outside, so they are used to the cold and know how to prepare.
They spend a significant amount of time in pregame warm-up. And I think they'll go out with their muscles warm, part of their regular warm-up routine.
As for fans, frostbite and hypothermia are a concern. Dr. Nelson recommends mittens instead of gloves and wearing lots of layers, just like the teams will be doing.
You know, you come to Minnesota, any cold weather game outside, we're ready for it.
Alex Jokic, 5 Eyewitness News.
Ren Clayton is back now, and when we get into December and January, it's always great watching NFL games where the snow is just coming down no matter where it is.
They're just suffering out there.
Yeah.
We saw another game like that tonight. If you watched the Bills-Chiefs playoff game here on CCO, you were probably seeing a Minnesota connection without even knowing it. WSI, an Eagan-based company, supplied both teams with cold weather gear. And as Mike Max explains, a small detail like that can be the difference between winning and losing.
On these shelves could exist the winning edge or a Super Bowl champion. When the weather turns cold, Eagan-based WSI jumps in, taking orders from NFL teams on lightweight, warm clothing.
We've been really blessed. We have pretty much every NFL team that buys from us. All the Power 5 schools now buy from us. And yeah, just to kind of look back and say, here, these are the guys that gave me a shot at first.
This playoff, it started when Miami found out it was going to chilly Kansas City. Like when you get a warm weather team like the Dolphins, I mean, are they in what mode when they know they're going to play cold and they're not used to that?
They were the first ones to call me Sunday night, and they were a little nervous. They heard the temperature range, and so they ordered about 500 pounds worth of product. So we were like, we had to get to town to make some great gear, and they were calling every morning like, okay, just want to make sure that stuff's on its way. We need it for the game. So,
coaches are asking.
Yeah, I know. We were there for them. So
what they all want is the same: keep it light, keep it warm, keep it easy.
Problem solving for them. They've got a problem, playing in the cold,
solution.
And we're going to take care of you.
So everybody just wants that little edge, don't they?
Exactly.
I mean, they don't want to lose a game because they weren't properly fitted, huh?
Exactly. So yeah, we're there to, problem solve and keep them warm, keep them focused.
They are able to easily test it by just going outside. It is Minnesota after all, and on these days they can see if the product works, an advantage to officing in the Northland. This is how you test it.
Amen. We get out in Minnesota, we test it. It's 0 degrees today. Got a nice little wind chill going. This is beautiful.
How do you feel?
I love it. I mean, I feel great.
You feel warm in there?
I feel warm. You keep the core warm, and we got a little warm sauce on the arms just to help kind of clog the pores up. But bottom line, you keep that core warm, you're ready to play.
Woo! A snow angel will tell you how it holds up in January, but make no mistake, there is still some good old-fashioned grit required.
Yes. We're shipping them long sleeve. They cut the sleeves off, so sleeveless is the way to go.
I see some goosebumps though.
Oh yeah. You got to have a little bit of action here, You don't
have to be the tough guy.
No,
they do.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Why is Mike Max not going sleeveless too? What's going on here?
He didn't want to bring out the gun show is what he would probably tell you.
Yeah, trying to protect people from it.
Yeah.
This company also provides equipment to a lot of Power 5 college programs as well as high school teams in the area.
And we could probably get some gear for Shayla and Pauline because they're often out very early in the morning when it's really cold.
It could be used on the rally nights. A lot of uses for this besides outside of sports.
All right. Thank you, Ren.
Minnesotans know cold, so when it comes time to making clothes to wear in the cold, you'd figure a Minnesota company would have the edge.
A small Eagan company is getting national attention now for its heat-creating base layer clothes. And the company is WSI Sports in Eagan.
And if you watched the 49ers play the Packers yesterday, you saw the WikiMax heater clothes in action. The 49ers were wearing them, and so was Tim Chernow. He's live out in the sub-zero weather tonight with more on this hardy gear. Tim, you no longer have your underwear on only?
I don't know how to answer that. We'll talk about it later in the newsroom. No, it was really cold this afternoon, and it's cold now. You can see when we go outside, we wear a ton of layers from head to toe, big, bulky layers. I went outside this afternoon wearing basically, and I apologize for this, long johns.
Where else but Minnesota?
We're right in the heart of it as far as cold weather goes.
Joel Ween's company hand makes clothes that beat the cold, even Minnesota cold, even this week's cold.
I love a challenge. You put something in front of me, I want to conquer it.
You know what? He may have conquered cold with this. It's called heater technology. It's a proprietary material and weave combination that generates heat.
It's a function, and really understanding that body.
He says he feels
the 49ers were wearing it when they beat the Packers. The U.S. ski jumping team will be wearing it in the Winter Olympics.
This is my coat, just my coat, and this is everything that I'm going to wear when I go outside. Pants, socks, gloves, a hood. This, just the coat,
weighs a lot more than this. I left my glasses on so you'd know it's me. It is form-fitting.
You want it fitted, especially with our heating technology. It's got to be against the skin to activate.
We tossed around a football and stood around outside and should have gotten cold, but I'm not. That's weird. It's weird. It's weird. So if you move, you make heat.
Correct.
And we're moving and we're making heat.
Exactly.
And it really was cold. Temps in the negative teens, wind chills almost 40 below. Oh my gosh, look at your eyelashes. It's frosty eyelash cold out here. That's how cold it is. It's a base layer, and I was plenty warm wearing basically underwear outside.
Back inside, cold. You know what I mean?
I just say, Bill, you crack me up. So I was skeptical before I went out wearing just basically almost nothing, but I was warm, so I was really sold on it. Now, all of the stuff that they make is made in the USA, and here's something interesting. They're about to go to their first cold winter clothes show in Denver, so they should start being available in more spots. If you want to find a retailer here in Minnesota, we put a link on our website at ksdp.com. Outside in Minneapolis, Tim Chernow, 5 Eyewitness News.
Well, the rumors were swirling all day, Tim. I'm just glad nobody called the police.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't call the police, too.